Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today's video is a request from many of my subscribers. Certain tips and tricks on how to grind the idli dosa batter for making perfect idli dosa every time, and also how to do it in a wet grinder. So let's see how to do that. Many of you as experienced people will definitely know this, but this video is exclusively for the beginners, where I want to tell about each and every step. For making idlis and dosas, the main ingredients are rice and urad dal. For rice, we use this idli rice. Have a close look at it. This is idli rice. So whichever cup or measure you take, use the same cup for measuring both the rice and the dal. So we are going to take 4 measures. Four measures of idli rice. See, this idli rice is a short grained rice. You will find them short and stout and having a whitish tip. Next, for measuring the dal, for 4 cups of rice, we take 1 cup of urad dal. Have a close look at the dal. This is the dal without the skin, that is the white urad dal, the whole one, not the split one. See, this is the one which gives the best results. So the very first tip itself is that you need good quality of both rice and urad dal. Many of you ask me, Amma, can we use the regular raw rice? Can we use kolam rice? Can we use basmati rice? Yes, we can use, but if you want to get the perfect idlis, then use this idli rice in this proportion. You will get excellent soft spongy idlis. And also urad dal, if this whole urad dal is not available, sometimes I myself do use this split urad dal, but again for best results use this whole urad dal or gundu urad dal as it is called. And most importantly, the urad dal should be of very good quality. It should not be old urad dal, it should be new dal. So don't stock up on lot of dal and keep. You can buy this urad dal every month as much as you require, so that you get the fresh product every time. Now, these are methi seeds. I am taking 2 teaspoons of methi seeds, and we'll wash this along with the dal. Next tip, wash the rice and dal thoroughly. Especially on the dal, you might find some white powder like coating. Wash it 2 or 3 times till the water runs clear. Now we can add water to the rice as well as the dal to cover it. Because sometimes in the comments I read, Amma, I tried your method but my idlis turned out hard or they turned out flat. The reason is the quality of the urad dal. It affects the quality of the idli also. So buy good quality urad dal always. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. So I have soaked the rice and dal. I leave it aside like this for 4. It is 4 hours now and we are ready to start the grinding. Now before grinding, wash the drum. Keep it in place. Wash this grinding stone. This is the lid or cover which fits on top. So first we will grind the urad dal. See, our dal and methi has soaked well. We will drain out the water. Now we can start grinding. First, I'll add half a cup of water and we'll allow it to grind for about 10 minutes. From time to time, just scrape out the sides like this so that everything gets ground well. See, it is 10 minutes now. I can show you the batter. It is thick like this. Now this is a good batter for making vada. For if you are making vada, you have to take out the batter at this stage. But then we are grinding for idli dosa, so we will add more water. First we added half a cup. Now remaining half cup we can add in batches little by little and keep on grinding for another 10 minutes. So see, now it is another 15 minutes. So total 25 minutes we have ground this dal. Let's have a look at it now. See, the dal is ground very well and it should just feel very light, just like butter to touch, light and foamy. This is the correct texture of the dal. Water, remember, first we added half cup and then I have kept on adding water in between. So totally I have added about 2 cups of water from beginning to end. Now we can just scoop out this batter onto a bowl like this. See what a beautiful ground dal, urad dal batter. So much of volume, light fluffy batter, which is ideal. This is the difference when you grind in a wet grinder and in a mixie. Mixie you don't get this much of fluffiness and volume as you get in a wet grinder. Secondly, the batter doesn't get heated also in this. So this is ideal for making idli, dosa, vada. We'll keep this aside. Now we are ready to grind the rice. Just switch on the blender and drain out the rice into it. For this also, initially I am adding half a cup of water. Rice also you can grind for 10 to 15 minutes, that is enough. Just till it becomes a fine rava consistency. It should be slightly grainy. And also here again you just add water from time to time. Don't add too much water. I have added half cup in the beginning. If required I'll add more and I'll tell you how much I added. This rice has been grinding for about 15 minutes now. I'll switch it off. See the consistency, just slightly grainy. Starting the grinding, I added half cup of water, then again 1 cup. So total 1.5 cups of water. Now we'll mix both the batters together, the rice batter and the ground urad dal. I am adding 2 teaspoons of salt to this. Now we have to mix everything thoroughly using clean hands. Only then the fermentation will take place properly. So mix it thoroughly like this from top to bottom so that everything gets mixed very well. This is another very important tip to get good idli dosa batter. This causes aeration in the batter and then you will have lovely soft spongy idlis when you do this. just taken half a cup of water to remove all the batter from this grinder. Mix it well. Now if you leave it like this, it will rise and then overflow. So we need to keep it in a vessel so that there is some space above it for it to ferment and rise. So I transfer half the quantity here. Once again I will show you the consistency of the batter. It should be neither too thick nor too thin. Just have a look. This is how it should be. See, now our batter is ground and ready. We have kept it in these two bowls and there is enough space for it to ferment and rise. We'll keep it aside like this for about 8 to 10 hours. Another option for you is, if you feel the batter is a large quantity, keep one set of batter outside to ferment. Now the other batch of batter, without fermenting itself, take it and keep it in the fridge. Then after fermentation, we'll use this batch 1 for making our idli dosa. When this comes to an end, we'll remove this from the fridge, keep it out for about 8 to 10 hours, allow it to ferment, and then we can use this batch. Good morning. Our batter has fermented overnight. Now a tip on fermentation. See, yesterday it was quite cool weather with a lot of rain. So I left it overnight for fermenting. Have a look at this. See how well it has risen and it has fermented so well. That is why we leave enough place for it to rise. So the fermentation depends on the outside weather conditions. In peak summer, it gets fermented in 6 to 8 hours itself. In winter, it takes 8 to 10 or even 12 hours. And if you are living in a really cold climate, it is difficult to ferment the batter. And then in that case, you can cover this bowl containing the batter with a blanket or some warm cloth for it to ferment. It needs warmth basically. Or you can put it inside the oven with the light on. Or even today you have this Instapot. Keep it in your Instapot and with the yogurt making mode at the minimum. Then also it might ferment if you are in a very cold climate. Now the next tip, when you want to steam the idlis, the water should already be boiling and steaming. Only then you should put in the idli batter. Don't put it when the water is cold. Just as we preheat in an oven, so the water should already be boiling and ready. I have done that. I have greased my idli molds. And then you can just lightly mix this. And pour out the batter into the greased molds. Place it and steam it over a medium flame for 8 to 10 minutes. Another common question that is about adding salt. In some states, say for example Karnataka, they add the salt after the fermentation. But we people in Tamil Nadu, we always add the salt before the fermentation. And this is how we traditionally do it. I feel it is again due to the weather conditions, because we have hot weather in Tamil Nadu. That's why we add the salt before the fermentation. There is no problem at all. See, your idli batter will ferment and rise well too. See, now let's open this and see. Lovely fluffy idlis. And to check it, just you can dip your hand in water, touch the idli, it should not stick to your fingers. Or you can even poke it with a knife or fork and see whichever is comfortable to you. This has taken me exactly 9 minutes. You can switch it off and remove the idli plates. Now I have removed the plate. Now keep it for a minute. Don't try to take out the idlis immediately. Keep it for a minute. You can just sprinkle some water and then dip a spoon in water and then remove the idlis. we have lovely steaming hot soft spongy idlis. See how spongy this is. I can just break it and show you. Super soft idlis. There's one more tip I just forgot to mention. When you keep the batter, always keep a plate underneath it like this. When you keep it for fermentation. Because if the weather is very hot, what happens? The batter ferments, rises, and if you have kept it overnight, morning when you come and see, your entire countertop will be filled with batter and a whole mess because of the batter which has overflowed from this. So generally keep a plate underneath. If at all it overflows, it will fall on the plate only. Now final FAQ on idlis. If you feel even after doing all this your idlis turn flat, what does it mean? There is too much of urad dal, so reduce the urad dal quantity. And if your idlis have become very hard, that means there is too less of urad dal. But generally when you buy good quality urad dal and use it in this proportion and grind in a wet grinder, you will get very good idlis. Now for making dosas, we are going to use the same batter. Take out the required quantity of batter in a bowl. For idli we didn't mix any water, but for dosa we can just mix a little bit water to bring it to the required consistency. It well, bring it to this consistency. Heat the tawa. Side by side I have made a dosa on the iron pan also. It's done and we can remove this. See, our lovely dosa is done and ready. We can remove it. Finally, we are ready now. Our soft idlis, crispy dosas, chutney, sambar and mulga padi along with some oil. Everything is ready to be served. I hope I have been able to answer many of your questions and doubts on how to grind idli dosa batter using a wet grinder. So do try out this recipe, share it with your family and friends, subscribe to Geeta's Kitchen, and we'll meet again with another interesting video from Geeta's Kitchen.